Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today we're going to be talking about the USGI MOLLE 2 3-day assault pack. Alright, pretty excited about this, so stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of the features on the pack, and then we'll have a short discussion on why I have this and what it's going to be used for. Now, this is not a review, so to speak, of the pack because I have not carried this yet. But I am extremely familiar with military gear, and so if history serves, this is going to be a great bag. But more importantly, it's going to be a very crucial bag for my everyday preparedness. Okay? So first, let's start with some of the features. Right? You have right here in the front, let's start this way, a couple of buckled straps here that unveil a small zippered pocket right here. Now, this have pretty good little pulls, or zipper pulls, and open this up, and you have a pretty big, as you can see, pouch right here. It's just a big hollow empty pouch. There's no MOLLE webbing or anything on the inside, but there is a zippered or a velcroed pocket right in here that's, well, as you can see, it's not real deep, but it will help separate out some gear depending on how you choose to organize your stuff. Right here on the very front where you see the US, this is another velcro pouch, not real deep, only about the size of my hand, and if I spread it way out, that's about the whole size of the pocket. Okay, so a good way to put small items, need to get to quickly type things, which brings us to the main compartment, which comes up here, and you have one very big open area right here. Now, there is no velcro pouches in here. There is no MOLLE on the inside that's going to help you attach anything. But what you do have, when you open this up, and this is where I got really lucky. In my opinion, I got really lucky. You do have a hard plastic insert here with a foam pad on the back. It's not real thick, but it does allow, I mean, it feels pretty firm, so it doesn't really need to be all that thick, and it's, I guarantee it's going to definitely make it more comfortable, and this keeps the back of it rigid. What you can do with this pouch is put a hydration bladder in it, because you do have, as you can see from this side, two spaces where the hose can go through, or communication antennas, depending on what you're carrying. Now, here's the feature that when I first saw it, I had no idea what it was. So I went to Instagram, and my brother just happened to answer before a bunch of people on Instagram. But when I started checking the pack out, I was like, holy crap, what are these things? Right? Then you also have this other loop. And for the life of me, at first I was thinking, okay, maybe these are for safety, so that you could be visible if you needed to be. Maybe they're reflective, and so you could walk around at night and people still keep track of where you are. Maybe during like practice missions and stuff like that. They're not reflective. So then I was really confused. I'm like, well, now I really don't know what these things could be for. So my brother replies, and then shortly after, a bunch of people on Instagram, these are for airborne troops. This is the way it helps them. It's an extra way of rigging this pack to other gear, which I thought that was pretty awesome, because I'll go ahead and start off kind of with this part, because I got this from Jasmine's military shop. Follow her on Instagram, buy stuff from her online. She's got a lot of great selection. But I was at her warehouse, and she was letting me pick through the bags, and you know, this one was in the best shape. I mean, I literally don't think this was ever used. If it was issued at all, whoever had it never must have done anything with it, because there's also no names written on it, which you typically get with a lot of military surplus gear. But none of the other packs had anything like this in the back, so not going to be as common to find, I'm sure, when it comes to going to any military surplus shop, and I'm not sure if other places are going to charge extra for it. But I'm happy. All right. Now, keep going with some of the features. You do have 2 buckled straps up here. They will expand. They do keep the extra cordage with these like Ranger bands on here. You do have a drag strap, or drag handle, or just a carry handle, however you want to call it. You've got MOLLE webbing on the side. Sorry about the light, guys, but the sun just happens to be in maybe the perfectly wrong place. We'll see after I finish. All right, MOLLE here. MOLLE here. You have compression straps on this side and this. Okay. You have padded shoulder straps. Now these are not heavily padded. You can see from the thinness there. But they do feel like they're going to be pretty comfortable. So MOLLE webbing here, which I ordered a knife from Swiss Army Zippo, because I do follow him here on YouTube and Instagram. So the knife should be here maybe the next day or two. So my thinking, depending on what it looks like when it shows up, if I'm right, if not, I got another knife to do it. We'll keep a knife here, right? You have sternum strap, quick release buckles. So if for some reason you need to pop this thing off in a hurry to be able to move a little faster or whatever, dump your gear, that's what these are going to be for. You have a thin strap waist belt. Now this one is not padded at all, as you can see, but for more than likely the amount of gear you're going to put in here, you're not really going to need a thickly or nicely padded waist belt anyway. Now, also we'll see right back here is another huge pouch. Now it doesn't Velcro shut or zipper or anything like that. It's just one big wide pouch and goes almost full length of the pack. And as you can see here, a little place for ID of some sort, whatever you might need. You do have drainage holes on the bottom and more MOLLE webbing, and then of course some buckles. Now, one of the cool things about actually talking to people at the shop, or talking to the Jasmine's military shop, she kind of explained something to me, because there's a major benefit to having this pack that I didn't realize at first. And that is, if you own the Marine Corps rucksack, or, you know, and of course this should fit, but the Army rucksack, this pack will attach to the front of either one. So that's pretty convenient, pretty helpful, depending on how hardcore you want to go, how much weight you want to carry, or how you want to divide it up. So the fact that I know that I can attach this to other packs is pretty cool. You do have a little bit of MOLLE webbing up here. I don't think I mentioned that. Zippers are YKK. They do work extremely well. Like I said, I don't think this was ever used at all. It's just the, you know, when you go to a military surplus store, they're usually, the reason why they have it is usually one particular branch of service is changing out their gear from one thing to another, and so they get rid of all the, you know, extra stuff that they've had. Well, so why did I get it? You can obviously see I've got enough packs. I got the Drago 3-day assault pack. So what do I need this one for? Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I wanted this to help with my daily preparedness kind of thing. I'm going to use this as a get home bag. Alright? Now, in my truck I always keep backup winter clothing and a few other supplies, you know, so that if my car breaks down, I'm covered. I always keep a tarp back there so I could have a makeshift shelter if I need to, you know, plenty of cordage to string that up with. And then of course clothing But I also carry this every day. And believe it or not, this, in my EDC bag that I carry every day, gives me enough capabilities that I could pretty much accomplish whatever I need to. I got fire starting, water filtration, emergency blankets, fire starting materials, all of your basic needs, right, to be able to get from one place to another. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to step it up a notch. Now I'm going to pack this bag with the clothing, the shelter, all the supplies I could possibly need. I'll probably even throw in some food, either some kind of ration bars or Cliff bars or energy bars, you know, something to munch on while I'm out that's not going to expire anytime soon. But it is winter. Did I just say winter? I'm wearing shorts on December 12th. You know you live in the South when you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt and no shoes on December 12th. But, I mean, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, I'm very excited about having this. I'm going to finally have a better system that if I'm a long way from home and the car breaks down and I need to get from one place to another, I can do that. Now those white straps that were in the back, I did feed them through here, and they will fit down the back of this perfectly. So my thinking is that if I need to get home and I need to get rescued, right, I can put this on there. It will help increase some visibility, or I can just flop them over the back, and so if I'm walking away from something, people can see the straps, and it helps you be seen a little bit better, or just keep them tucked in if you don't want to be seen for whatever reason. Now I'm not calling this a bug out bag, I'm calling it a get home bag for one particular reason. One, I'm not a big believer in bugging out. To me, my opinion, if I was going to have to, like things had gotten so bad that I need to get out of the area that I'm in, alright, I'll have this and I'll call it a bug out bag then. But my belief is that, you know, in your house, you're going to have everything you could possibly need, right? You've got your food, water, shelter, fire, abilities to cook, you know, your medicine, everything that you need is in your home. That's what you do in your home, right? So for me, it's going to have to be an insane event for me to pack up and leave. But there is a high likelihood that I may need to get home, right? Car breakdowns are extremely common. You know, cars are not foolproof. They're not built to last forever. So good to know that I'm going to have the capability of carrying plenty of stuff in a very easy, convenient manner, because the way I had it before, yeah, I got this bag and it rocks, which I got from Jasmine's military surplus. Hint, hint, are you getting the hint of where to shop yet? But now this is just going to be a lot easier. You know, I had all this stuff in the car before, so if I had to stay with the car, I was set. If I had to move, it was kind of going to be a little bit of a finagling to get everything together to be able to move it efficiently. Now another thing that I got to go with this, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, but this is by Red Rock, and they call it a waist pack. Some people call them deployment bags. Just goes around your waist, and we'll sit back here once you have it on, right? My first initial thing was I'm going to bring with this, and I'm going to make this into a real complete first aid kit. And so all I really did so far was just stuff in, because this is a good first aid kit for just a couple of people, for most of your small medical emergencies, no, or not even emergencies, boo-boo kit, I would say, almost. But I kind of beef it up a little bit. I've added multiple things to it to help out. But I think what I'm probably going to do is maybe get something from like VanQuest or Maxpedition or something like that, where better organizing for medical supplies, so that, you know, you can just open it up and see where everything is a lot quicker. But I'm still going to use this. I may use this for ammo and a few other supplies and stuff like that, so I get to make it a range bag, plus to keep with this, so if I'm going from one place to another, I've got all the ammo, some other stuff. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. But Jasmine's Military Shop. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this helps you in your purchasing decisions. I think these are like 45 bucks on Jasmine's Military Shop. I mean, you can get them on eBay. I've seen anywhere from like $90 down to about $35, depending on where you get the condition. So this is an amazing deal. This is great for day hikes, for overnight camping, just one, you know, if it's just you. They're still going to be able to hold a lot of gear in this, because I think the main compartment is 1,300 cubic inches. The smaller front one is almost 600 cubic inches. So, I mean, you're looking at a lot of carrying capacity. So for, you know, I mean, I could even see people carrying these around just using it as a everyday carry bag. I mean, I've seen a lot of people use backpacks as EDC bags, and so, I mean, you could use this if you really wanted to. But yeah, I can't wait to get this thing set up. When I do, I will do another video. I will take it out on some hikes so I can tell you how it feels and how it holds up. But, I mean, as you can see, I got a lot of military gear, and it works really well. I've never been unsatisfied with any of it, so I'm confident in this bag. Just saying. Alright, I don't know what else there is to point out on it, other than I can't wait to get to using it. So, as always, as I keep my mission going, support your local or your fellow YouTubers. Support those that you follow on other social media, such as Instagram. I've been trying to buy all of the gear that I need from people like you that are watching, or people that I follow on Instagram, because I believe in that, and I believe it's really important. And since I, you know, follow her on Instagram, I think you should give her a follow too. I'll put links in the description box below. But yeah, she's got an online store. You can order through there. I know I've mentioned it before, but if you don't see it on her website, send her email. I mean, the warehouse that she has was packed full of stuff. So, I mean, if it's not on the website, I guarantee she probably still has it. So just let her know. Alright, I think that's about it. If you have any information that I missed and you just happen to know it, please feel free to leave it in the comments so that the other viewers can get the info, and then I'll learn a little more too. But in the meantime, be prepared. Keep your stuff with you. And have fun, guys. Okay, guys, just thought I would give you a quick look at what it looks like when it's on, so you get the good feel for the size of it, and of course be able to see, you know, how it fits. Yeah, really comfortable. Alright, talk to you later.